Hello, Oats here, developer of this game, Elverin Kingdom. I want to develop a 2D top-down action game. The 2D Legend of Zelda are a big inspiration for me. Furthermore, I want to have a cool fighting system, as cool as the game Wizard of Legends. But it should also be tactical and hard as a Souls game. I think this would be a fun and cool mixture of games. The overall atmosphere and feeling of the world would be a more dark one. This is heavily inspired by the Witcher universe. I really like the universe and the feeling of this world. It shows beautifully the dark side of humanity, and this will also be my goal. Is this mixture of game a bit ambitious? Hell yeah it is, but this mix is so cool that I want to build it. Do I know how long this journey will be? Well, no, I have no clue how long this game will take. To be honest, I really don't care. Only thing I know is that I make more and more progress, and the result of this progress is making this video. Now let's move on to the current state of my game. This was a nice talk what I want the game to be. It's time to implement this stuff into a real game. Thinking about a dream game is very fun, but drawing, implementing and testing the game is a different story. Let's look what is in the game. As you have seen, I have NPCs in the game which can follow you. They even follow you when you change the level. I even implemented it so that every character in the game can follow someone, not only the player. The next thing you notice is that I have a working dialogue system. Here you can see that I can talk with people in the world. The dialogue you see is just a JSON which gets parsed into an object. This object will now fill the dialogue box. A straight and simple system. Also added what I call a story blocker. These are objects which disappear when you reach a certain point in the story. Here you can see the player wants to go into the city, but this blocker is in the way. In this case, the player needs to talk to a certain NPC. This will save a new story point. By this mechanism, I can ensure that player reach certain places when I want them to reach it. This is especially important in the beginning of the game. Furthermore, the blocker gets notified that a story point is reached. When the story point of the blocker is reached, the blocker will disappear. This you can see in the game. After talking to Bill the NPC, now the player can finally enter the city. Now let's move to a more spicy topic. Combat. The player will have to fight against the doggo as the first enemy and the boss of the game. Yeah, the first enemy will be a boss. You will learn to dodge the enemy and attack them. The doggo has a simple attack pattern. I also added some blood particles to show what kind of mess the player creates. Also, there will be enemies in the game you can't fight in the beginning of the game. This guard will spawn an arena in which either you or the guard will survive. There will be no escape from this. Did I also said that the damage of this guard is unfair? Yeah, choose your fights wisely. After some progression in the game, you may be able to fight this guard. But this will be no easy way. There's one question you have which I will happily answer. Is there a playable demo? Well, there is one, but it's in a very old version. You can still try it. My goal is to have a playable demo by the end of February. Or you can play the old version. The link is in the video description. Or you wait until the end of this month and see the new demo. I will also make a video about this, so do not forget to subscribe.